I'm Mark Bowman, and you are listening to the inaugural podcast of the Bow Man Chronicles. Our podcast will take you down winding country roads that will lead to the most beautiful food plots, fields, ridges, and hollers, streams, rivers, and lakes known to man. We're going to share our favorite hunting and fishing stories with you along the way that will take us all from the swamps of the eastern United States to the vast, open, big skies of the American West. I'm so excited to have the opportunity to be doing this and bringing all of our adventures to everyone. Our podcast will consist of kind of two parts. The Bow Man Chronicles, will be all my personal hunting, fishing, outdoor adventures. We'll also be bringing to you a spinoff. It's called The Modern Pilgrims. The Modern Pilgrim podcast will be myself and my friend Garrett Ball from West Virginia. I think you will all enjoy what you're going to hear and going along with our hunting and fishing adventures together. And we're just excited to be putting all this out there and being with you, our listeners and supporters. So kind of give you a little bit of my background here and how we're all getting started in this. So I hunted and fished as a child growing up. That was what we did. Grew up in Hickory Tree, Tennessee. We're coming to you tonight from my home now in Bristol, Virginia. I grew up about 30 minutes from here, where it was just Hickory Tree area. And so my wife, Martha, who's here with me tonight.
Hey, everyone.
She kind of got me started with the idea of doing this. And she would always laugh at me and my hunting buddies and fishing buddies. And she was like, you all need to, you got to share this with people because they will listen and they will love what you all do. She always gets a big kick out of me and my friends, and she's very supportive of what I do. So I call her the hunting widow.
I definitely am that. in the fall and winter of the year, especially, and leading up to it, I guess. Every season has a hunting season, I say.
So I guess around toward the 1st of August every year, she just always starts looking at me weird, going, okay, I know there's some season coming up. So,
but there seems to be seasons even in summer.
Well, there are. So it's
strange animals I've never heard of.
So we have a bunch of fun, and she's is a huge part of this, and she just supports me, and she knows that my hunting and my fishing I'm very passionate about it, and it makes me very happy, and we have a lot of fun along the way.
We do.
To kind of let you know what's going to be coming about, we're going to bring you along on all of our adventures. You're going to meet some professional hunters. You're going to meet professional fishermen. And we're probably going to have a celebrity or two along the way. I think everyone will enjoy listening to. So most of everything will be your common hunting, fishing adventures from just real life things. How it happens, the highs and lows. The success stories and the ones that get away. So we're going to take you on all those, and we're going to be very transparent of how it all happens and what we're going to be doing and during the hunts you'll be right there with us during on the rivers, the streams and the lakes. You're going to be right there with us also. The first several episodes of our podcasts will be just audio. As we move into getting good at this, because I'm just starting out. You can probably tell, but I've got a great team, and so my wife, she does all of my social media.
That's right.
Can check us out. Tell everyone, honey, where you can check me out at. I'm not a really good social media person, so I can't even access it. So
he doesn't really know what I'm up to over there. But right now we just have the Bow Man Chronicles on Instagram. So we do have a Facebook page, but nothing's happening right there at the moment. So we'll let you know when we branch out.
Perfect. So you'll be able to see what's going on out there on our social media, and Martha will be running all that for me. So any questions or comments you want to have on all that, she'll be the one
that's a tall order. I'm not sure if I can fill that. Also, we plan to have some show notes at every podcast episode that will give more information and maybe some links.
Perfect. So as you all can hear, we have 2 rescue puppies that are here with us right now. And I think they smelled a deer running through the backyard and they're trying to get out. So we'll cut for a second and we'll let them out and we'll be right back. So, as you can see, anything can happen in this podcast. So
they were a little crazy right then.
They were. I think it was either a deer or a skunk, but we got them out here, and they went out and chased whatever out of the backyard that it was. And so Sissy's still letting us know about it. So I want to introduce also to everyone person that's going to be going down this road with us and making all this happen is Mr. Dylan Holly. Dylan is actually getting ready to be very close to me and family. He is engaged to my lovely niece, Jenna, and they will be getting married next June. So I want to introduce you all to Dylan. Dylan, Dylan he's the backbone of this, because me and my buddies, a bunch of rednecks and country boys, we have no clue of how to do any type of podcast recordings or any kind of social media or anything. So Dylan and my wife stepped in to help us with all this. And I tell you what, he does a great job with, putting all the audio together and the video and editing, because he has to do a lot of editing. I will tell you that, especially when me and all my buddies get together. So, I'm going to introduce Dylan Holly to you guys. And Dylan, thank you for being here, and thanks for everything you're doing.
No, absolutely. Thank you for such the great introduction. And I'm excited to be a part of it and this journey together. I think especially some of the best stories that I've ever heard have came out of your mouth to this date. Like, I found myself over the course of time sharing just some of these wild adventures. And I mean, that's the great part of the United States of America, is being in the outdoors and knowing that we can take those stories and share it all across the country is pretty amazing. So I'm definitely excited and very grateful to be a part of it. And looking forward to it for sure.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate everything you're doing to help us out. And one of my favorite quotes of Dylan, and as you guys out there start listening to our podcast. So we were doing one of our initial tapings with a good friend of mine, Wesley Hodges from Wesley Hodges Fly Fishing, and my friend Garrett Ball, who it's one of the Modern Pilgrims episodes. And so we kind of cut to take a little break in between. And Dylan, he says, okay, we're good. I think I'm going to be able to get the glass ice banging out of this one.
This is true. This actually, that was actually a very funny part about that one.
So we'd all been out on fishing that day, and Wes had made the trip down, and so we were having a little brown water during the podcast, and it was Dylan's actually his first one with us, and he was like, oh man, this is going to take a lot of editing.
Well, that's a great thing about this podcast is you never know where we're coming from. Also, several different recordings of this podcast. There might be a fireplace cracking in the background. There might be crickets. You might be on a Zoom call. You never know where it might be taking place. And I think that's what makes it so special.
Yeah. And, we just want to share everything with everyone and share it in real time, true, how it happens. And then, it's just the hardcore truth about our hunting and fishing trips. So, but thank you all for being here. We appreciate our listeners, and we're looking forward to the journey. We're tonight in Bristol, Virginia, in my home. Martha and I will be coming to you from our farm in Sullivan County, Tennessee. We'll be coming to you from Western Kentucky, Kansas, Montana, North Carolina, all the states, Missouri, that we'll be hunting along the way and fishing along the way. So we hope you enjoy what you're going to be listening to, and we certainly appreciate you being with us. And we're looking forward to the journey together. Martha will be able to tell you when our first podcast will be released. Of course, it'll be, she'll have everything posted on our Instagram, social media pages. And so we're really looking forward to that first release, and then the stories are going to transpire after that. So, honey, you want to let everybody know about when we're going to release this and what's going to happen? And
the first one is supposed to drop on, or it will drop on September 13th, and you can get it anywhere you get your podcasts. And that's Apple, Amazon, Spotify, all the places. And I'm going to be doing some Instagram posts about that. And I'm just really excited to hear all these stories again and again. I love all the stories because I feel like you're such a good storyteller, and I could listen to you all day. And so I think everybody's going to really enjoy it. So
along the way now, she'll be with me a little bit in the blinds. She's experienced
in the trenches.
I've exposed her to a couple of hunts so far. So she enjoyed it, I think.
I did. Especially when you tell everybody I'm the one who killed the turkey. That's exciting. Even though we know the truth. So we're love to turkey hunt, love to deer hunt. We love to do it all. We squirrel hunt, rabbit hunt. We hunt small game, large game. So we're going to take you all along on the ride, and we can't wait. So once again, thank you for being with us, and you are listening to the inaugural Bow Man Chronicles Podcast, and we will also be bringing to you the Modern Pilgrims Podcast. So stick with us, and we can't wait to be with you when we release everything. Thanks again.